What's up, guys? Welcome back to the ABNC show, take three. Uh, my name is Zain Hashmi, and I'm joined, as always, by Josh Sharp. Josh, how you doing, man?
Hopefully this is the one that actually gets uploaded. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I'm doing all right. Like I said before, we're recording and there's daylight outside. I'm not sure how I feel about it,
it's
but
it's a really weird setting. Like I have my blinds open and everything. It's a nice, refreshing feeling, even though I prefer nighttime. But yeah,
I'm a night owl, man.
yeah, same here. Like usually, like
Ooh, speaking of night owl,
oh yeah,
oh,
I guess that's a segue. We're not gonna elaborate on anything else. We're just gonna segue right into it. Breaking news, like because we record in at nighttime usually. There's not a lot of breaking news that happens on the show, but literally this came across the wire like literally 10 minutes ago. The first HBO Watchmen trailer for HBO's. It's a television show, I'm assuming, not a movie.
yeah.
But we got our first look. So Josh, what'd you think?
I thought it was really good. I've know that there are a few people that are a little confused as to like the setting of the Watchmen show.
Right.
But it takes place in present day, which is completely different from the graphic novel and the Zack Snyder film. I think it almost seems like it's like post Watchmen because you
Yeah, is it a
see
sequel
Rorschach.
or?
I think it might be because you see those guys in those Rorschach masks, and so Rorschach's dead.
Mhm.
You see Jeremy Irons. You see like a brief image of Jeremy Irons not Doctor as Ozymandias. I believe I'm saying his name right.
Right.
I don't know. I always mess his name up.
Ozymandias.
Is it Ozymandias?
I think so.
See. Dang it, man.
I've always read it
Yeah,
like that, and I think that's how the movie said it too. So that's.
I haven't seen Watchmen in a while. I probably should watch Watchmen again sometime soon.
I have the whatchamacallit, that collector's edition that has
The one with the Toast of the Black Freighter.
No, well, I think so. It basically it's just this ginormous set, right? And it has, it kind of looks like it has the characters of the Watchmen comic, but when you flip it around at an angle, it's like one of those things. I'm going blank on the term, but if you view it at a different angle, it's the characters from the movie, because the collector's set comes with the book, the graphic novel, and the movie,
Yeah.
like the director's cut, the ultimate edition, and then the regular theatrical cut. Pretty awesome. I got it for like $20.
What from like Barnes and Noble or something like that?
I don't remember. I got it like a few years ago.
Hmm.
But
But
it's the best $20 I ever spent.
yeah, I mean, like I'm still it's you can tell it's definitely different because there are a lot of people in the trailer. And mind you, the trailer's only a minute and 10 seconds.
Right.
There's a lot of people in
It's
the
a
trailer
teaser.
that like I don't recognize.
And I don't
Like,
think we're
there's a-
supposed to, because it's a completely different setting and everything.
Yeah, because like you've got like there's a one like funeral setting where like there's like some dudes, they're like dressed as police officers and they have masks on, and then you have a dude, um, what the hell? We see. Sorry, I got a weird Snapchat from somebody named Snapho. Don't ask me who that is. I think it's a guy. I'm not. I don't want to open it.
Let's hope.
But like, yeah, no. You also see like a dude who like steps out and he's wearing like the silver mask on, and he's like dressed to the nine. He's got like a suit on or whatever. You see like a brief shot of Yaya, the guy who played Black Manta in Aquaman. So it's gonna be really interesting. I've been interested in this like this series ever since I heard Damon Lindelof, whatever his name
I'm
is.
still iffy about him. Just because he did one good show, like The Leftovers. If you haven't seen The Leftovers, it's a pretty good show. I liked it. But this man is also responsible for the worst endings in television history. In Lost. I hate Lost because of the ending. And he is responsible for it.
Well, he's also he's also worked on Prometheus, which I know that I am very iffy on Prometheus.
I don't like
because
Prometheus that much.
It was kind of he worked on Star Trek. Obviously, he worked on Star Trek and Star Trek Into Darkness. Obviously he wasn't the director, but he worked on them. He also worked on.
He was one of the writers.
He worked on World War Z, which I think has been pretty hit or miss with people. He did Tomorrowland with George Clooney.
Ugh. Again, like I have his thing pulled up here. Literally, the only thing I like is The Leftovers, and apparently he has a credit on one episode of Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, so okay, sold. Freaking
No,
sold.
one episode, not the entire show. It just says one episode.
Hey man, I don't remember there being a single bad episode of Phineas and Ferb.
I guess.
Oh god, he worked on Cowboys versus Aliens.
Cowboys.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Was he the director on this? Oh no,
that was Jon
Favreau was
Favreau.
the director.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
I mean, everybody has a bad day. Everyone has a bad movie, but
Yeah.
Damon Lindelof has a lot of misses more than hits. So I'm hoping this is a hit. Like again, like I said, the Leftovers
trailer's promising.
Trailer's promising. Like again, but also the Prometheus trailers were pretty good. But the Leftovers was pretty damn good. Hopefully, he's found his tune with Watchmen. I don't know. Like, are they gonna have to explain like what happened? Like, you know, the Watchmen that we know from the graphic novel and the movie. Like, are they gonna? Is there like a dual storyline going on, or are they gonna do flashbacks or?
I'm assuming they're gonna do flashbacks because as much as like maybe you and I are kind of have a little bit more knowledge about the Watchmen universe, not everyone's gonna really know like where this takes place, why these things are happening, who they're mentioning Dr. Manhattan, who's Dr. Manhattan if he's not gonna show up in the show. So they're gonna have to do flashbacks or do something to kind of tell the story of what happened before.
Right. So
Watchmen.
I am very curious. It looks pretty stylized and all that. Like I think it's actually like when I first heard like they're doing a Watchmen show, I'm like, oh, so like because literally it's hard to do a show around the graphic because I thought at the time it was just going to be an adaptation of the graphic novel, just turned into a television show. I'm like, oh, how's that going to work? But I could, you know, I'm kind of excited to know that it's an actual sequel. Like I did not know it was a sequel until today, pretty much. Because
I mean, well, the thing is, it's not confirmed that it's a sequel. It's we're just kind of speculating that it is, just based off of what's in that trailer.
I'm willing to bet, just because of the whole Rorschach thing and all that, and like you said, if Jeremy Irons is indeed playing Ozymandias, he's a bit older.
Or maybe they see Rorschach as like some sort of like savior or something like that. But I mean, it would make sense for it would make sense for them to kind of like because remember before Rorschach died, he had his journal. He sent it to the press.
Right, and
so the press, like they learned everything. They learned everything after Rorschach died. So maybe this is what happens afterwards. All that information gets out.
And there's probably going to be like a detective type storyline to learn like what happened in the past. Maybe I don't know. It just seems really interesting. I'm curious more than ever now.
Wait a second. Okay, so I just pulled the trailer up. So you know, like those guys in those yellow masks, those police officers,
right?
There's actually a clip in the trailer where we see Jeremy Irons' character standing in front of him, and is that a guy in a panda suit?
Yeah, I saw that too the first time. I was really confused by that.
What the hell?
I don't know.
All right, I'm with it. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't. So like, is he like the police chief or something?
Is
how do you say his name again?
Ozymandias.
Ozymandias? Is he like the police? Is he like the police chief?
I don't know. Like literally, if this show is a sequel, these characters can go in any direction. Maybe maybe Ozymandias is the mayor or something. Like maybe the world saw him as a hero for what he did, and maybe he was just like.
Which would be the complete opposite of what Rorschach wanted. And maybe that's why those Rorschach dudes are just like, yeah, nah.
But I'm curious. I totally forget because I haven't seen the movie or read the book in a while. Ozymandias, like, he was just a business guy, right?
Pretty much, yeah. No, he was like a tycoon. He was like super rich.
So who knows? Maybe he ran for mayor and like people wanted him to run for mayor, and that's why you have a whole bunch of these Rorschachs protesting.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting. I know the show comes out sometime this year, so it's just because literally the graphic I have here just says 2019. Nothing ever ends. Well, also looking at those graphics. What?
No.
What happened?
Hey Zane.
Yeah, what's up? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Bro?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh my Jesus.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Oh, yeah, no, you like cut out like really badly.
Oh, I don't I'm sure I can edit that out. But I was looking at the graphic for what I have on the show here, and it says nothing ever ends, right? So that I got to assume that means like the story's not done in terms of like I think that pretty much implies this is a sequel anyways. So I don't know, like I don't know. I'm really curious by this now, more than I was before. Because literally, I just assumed they were just making an adaptation of the graphic novel until today. So I'm like, okay.
Right.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be very, very interesting.
mhm.
I'm even more curious now than I was before when they initially announced it, because I think the Watchmen lends itself really well to a like an adaptation like this. Because I mean, I get like a movie's fine, but there's a like the graphic novel is heavy, you know.
It's heavy. Yeah,
And like
I
and
try to read it at least once a year. I try to.
dang, really?
I try to. Yeah, it's amongst my favorite graphic novels of all time.
Dang. But like yeah, no, there's a lot of story that can be told there, like a lot of expansive things that you could do with that graphic novel. And 'cause I think there was also a comic that was called Before Watchmen, right?
Right. Yeah. That those came out before the movie. Like I think a little bit before the movie came out back in '09.
Yeah, so I'm ready. Dude, I'm ready for this. The fall needs to hurry up now. I'm like, yo, let's hurry up and end this year so we can get Watchmen.
We're not even halfway done with the year, but I'm pretty excited for this show. But yeah, that's I guess the general consensus. We don't know what what the fan response is because literally the trailer came out like 10 minutes ago, and then we just jumped right into the show.
So far, just based off of me posting on my page, it's mostly positive. Of course, you have people that are just like, why even call it Watchmen if it's not a one-to-one adaptation? I'm like, that's the thing that like I don't think people understand about media, especially like comics or stuff like that. Like,
you can't really call it anything else.
No, but not even that. The fact that like there are some people that think that like if it's not exactly how it was in the comics, then it shouldn't be a thing. Like whatever happened to artistic freedom, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like if artistic freedom wasn't a thing, like I don't think we would get films like The Dark Knight, because The Dark Knight's not really Batman's not really in a world where I don't know he's like a it's not set in a realistic world, it's not set in a grounded world. Like that's why I like movies, because you get different versions of different characters and stuff. Right.
And if this really is a sequel, this opens the door to so many things, like so much world building, and like if is it confirmed that Jeremy Irons is playing Ozymandias, or is that just a report?
No, it's mostly speculation, but I actually I think someone might have said that he was. I just had
the IMDb here. 1 second. Watchmen. Okay. So Jeremy Irons, Adrian Veidt, Ozymandias.
Yep.
And someone's just credited as Old Man. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Old Man. All right. So let's jump into the next topic. We talked about this, I think, on our very first episode. New Mutants has been pushed once again. New release date April 3rd, 2020. The fun fact about that release date is that would mark almost 2 years to the day that New Mutants was supposed to come out, because I believe New Mutants was supposed to come out in April of 2018, and then it was pushed to August of was it this year? Or it was supposed to be last year. Last year, yeah. And then they moved it again to sometime
October
of this year.
Yeah.
Of 2019.
Yeah, and then they moved it again to, I think, like Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was originally Valentine's Day. I don't remember. This movie got pushed so many times. Nobody thought this movie was happening. I was thinking they were going to move it to Hulu, because I think that'd been the nice choice and easy choice. But no, it's coming. April 3rd, 2020. You know what? We heard that they haven't even done the reshoots yet, and like they're going to be going in sometime this fall. I'll be honest, I'm probably not going to see it, because I really don't give a shit about this movie anymore.
Man, so like when because mind you, it's been a while since the first trailer came out. We've only seen one trailer and like I think one image of the logo. I think it's an interesting concept, having a horror film comic book movie. I think that's a really interesting idea.
Mm-hmm.
But for some strange reason, the guy who directed this, his name is like Josh Boone or whatever. I don't know what he did, but like they're just like, yeah, no, It's not good enough. Let's run it back.
And like you would think, like this movie just seems so small too. Like and like that's what I like from that first trailer from ages ago now.
Yeah.
I really dug the vibe and everything. And like they were talking about how they wanted this to be a trilogy of, and like it just seemed like a haunted house through. That's not happening. But yeah, just everything we've heard about this movie from like the test screenings, the reshoots that they've been meaning to do but haven't. Like literally, if I have the graphic here, like if you look at these kids, right, when they do these reshoots, you'll be able to tell what was reshot, what was shot like 3-4 years ago. It's gonna be
because I'm like because people age.
Yeah, especially especially Maisie Williams who plays Arya in Game of Thrones is in this movie too. She looks
she's much older now.
She's much older now, but I don't know. I just can't really get excited for this movie, man.
Well, I mean, you saw what they're adding to the film, right? So they're adding Colossus, Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, but is that confirmed or is that?
Well, I mean, it's rumored, but I mean, I think it's worth talking about because, like,
yeah. So, like, I saw that little snippet that was sent to the group, but yeah, you can go ahead and elaborate what they were going to add.
Well, hold up. I'm scrolling up to try to find it.
But I remember like there was stuff on that list, and I'm like, so why is Disney like? Because Disney owns Fox now. Like, why would Disney like care about trying to save this movie when they're just going to scrap the entire universe after this?
See, I was actually about to mention that. All right, so it says 75% of the movie is being reshot. Josh Boone is back directing, and an early version of the Nate Lee script is being used. Horror elements are still in the film. New characters will include X-23, Colossus, Kitty Pryde, and Cypher, and they're also bringing in a brand new villain. The budget will be bigger, with more action and everything intensified. Reshoots are planned for later this year, so basically this fall. And it says Demon Bear will be a lot more in the movie. I don't know who Demon Bear is, but
yeah, neither.
But like here is my theory. Okay. So they're increasing the budget, right? Well, right. Supposedly they're increasing the budget. I don't exactly know where this information is coming from. If the thing is, it's in like bullet points, so I'm guessing it's somebody legit. I don't know. It looks like it came from a news website. If they're bringing a bigger budget,
just remember this could be this is a rumor. Like this isn't.
Yeah. This is as of right now. This is a rumor. They're bringing in they're increasing the budget by a lot. They're reshooting 75% of the movie. They're including Colossus, Kitty Pryde, X-23. I believe that this could end up being MCU's first Marvel X-Men film. And the only reason why I say that is because this has no ties to the Bryan Singer X-Men universe. Like none.
Is this Colossus going to be the Colossus from Deadpool, or is X-23 going to be the X-23 that we saw in Logan? Like,
I don't think so.
You don't think
I think they're going to recast X-23, and that's going to bum me out because wasn't her name Daphne Keane or whatever?
Daphne Keane, yeah.
Yeah, she did a phenomenal job in Logan, and I thought, and I really wanted to see them do something with her character after Wolverine died, but like. The whole acquisition by Disney and in the fact that Kevin Feige wants to incorporate the X-Men into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and eventually he's going to want to use Wolverine again. Like unfortunately, I think her casting will be a casualty in this whole thing because I don't think they're going to use her again. But I can see a scenario of where this ends up being the MCU's first X-Men film, because why else would they delay it? Why else would they increase the budget and add all these characters and basically reshoot the entire movie? It would make no sense for them to do this for an X-Men film and have it not tie into their cinematic universe.
I think I'm rolling a completely different way. I think this is all just, I don't know. It's a little too specific for it to be a little too fake, but I think it might be this whole like bullet list might be a little bit false. I have no insider information. This is just my theory. I think there's gonna be reshoots regardless. We've known about that for a very long time. They've been meaning to reshoot some stuff. I don't know what went wrong on this movie, like this small budget movie, for Fox to say, "Oh, we can't release that." I don't know. Like I think maybe too much money has already been spent to put it on something like Hulu, and maybe I don't know what's going on with this movie, man. I really don't. But
I want to know like what went wrong.
like, yeah, no, we like literally these last two, like, if you know, like, you know, Dark Phoenix is coming up, and there's also been numerous delays on that movie, numerous reshoots, and like these are the last two Fox X-Men, because this movie, this New Mutants movie, is still going to be released under the Fox banner, if you remember. If so, I have no idea. Like, this movie just seems, if they're adding more horror and all that, I don't think Kevin Feige is going to release an R-rated horror movie for to be the first entrance of the X-Men into the MCU.
Why not? I mean, Disney already mentioned that they would be open to making.
They said they would be.
Films.
They said they would be open, but they'd have to, like, they're going to be doing it like it wouldn't be in the MCU. It'd be under a different banner.
But you're also assuming that New Mutants can be rated R. When this film was like first rated, it was PG-13.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh no, but remember, if they were talking about what they were going to do to the reshoots, they were going to add more horror, and it was going to be like more like heavy. So
yeah, but there was never any talk of an R rating.
Oh, okay. Well, to be fair, like, I haven't really kept up with the information of New Mutants forever because I stopped caring after like 500 different delays. I don't know, man. Unless it's connected to the MCU, I really can't get invested in this turd box. And like, there's too much bad PR around this movie too. Between all the delays and all the behind the scenes drama, like, even the cast doesn't know what's going on with this movie. I really don't think Disney and Marvel Studios, like Kevin Feige, they say this is going to be the first. Like, there's just way too much backlash against this movie and like so much drama on this movie.
Dude, I cannot wait until the insider info dump article that comes out about what happened to this movie.
Dude, if there's a book, yeah. Because there was like that drama. Oh, what was it, like 2 weeks after Justice League came out? There was like that insider article about what went down, pretty much. I'm hoping we get something like that for New Mutants, because literally this movie was supposed to be in theaters like 3 times ago.
Yeah, this movie was supposed to come out in 2016, right?
2018.
No. Its original date.
No, the original date was April 2018. That was the original date.
Why does it feel so much longer than that?
I don't know. Because the trailer
Probably because it's been delayed so damn much.
Or may have been... I remember that trailer said April 2018, and I always thought that was the first date. Unless there was a date before that.
I'm about to look right now.
Yeah, just look at it.
Now.
I know the trailer. I remember that trailer because it was... I forgot what Marvel movie it was attached to. I remember there was a trailer for it.
Okay, well, the trailer came out October 13, 2017.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, the first... What? Oh, you guys are slick. So if you go to the actual like description of the trailer, they keep changing the date because it's like in theaters August 2nd, 2019. Like, don't lie to me. So the trailer came out almost 2 years ago.
Is this like the first time like a trailer, like, is this the longest time between a trailer come out until the movie comes out? Like, this is
yeah, no, April 13th, 2018 was the original date because it was a day after my birthday, and I was just like, yo, cool, like, I'm gonna be so excited.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Nope.
No, not in the slightest.
Right.
I looked at the comments and someone said, man, can't wait to watch this in 2030.
Like, I forgot what it was. Somebody tweeted out a picture. It was like, when the press tour finally kicks for New Mutants, and it was just a bunch of old people. By the time I don't know, I just can't get excited. Like, I really thought they would dump this movie on Hulu. I thought that would have been the smart thing to do.
I'm not excited for it anymore, but I'm still gonna go see it because
if it's good, I'll check it out. Like, I like a good comic book movie too, but I skipped out on Hellboy, because I heard that was just cheap.
I did. Yeah, no, I did too. No, I wanted to see Hellboy.
I was excited for Hellboy, but
I've heard it's bad. But that being said, I am still going to watch it, and
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, probably when it comes out.
I might end up just, I don't know, accidentally stumbling across a streaming website and watching it that. But I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it when it's available to watch on something. Uh, but you know, I'll check. Yeah,
Uh,
that movie just really crushed. And I'm probably if New Mutants is good, then for sure I'll check it out in the theaters. But if it's horse shit, then sorry. Uh, Next topic. So you know, yesterday, being Tuesday, uh, Disney
was
released. Yeah,
it?
yesterday Disney released a whole bunch of you know their lineup up until 2027, like movie release dates. And you know, I'm sure we'll
What
talk.
the?
Are you good?
Sorry.
Are you good?
Yeah.
But you know, we'll talk a little bit about it next episode. But there was somebody very much pointed out, and I think this pretty much confirms it. If you still remember, if this movie was happening, if you were hoping this movie was happening, this movie's been dead for a long time. But yesterday pretty much confirmed it. The Gambit movie starring Channing Tatum is dead. So
Just pull up the trumpet for it, man.
I was look. I think I might have been like the very few people on the internet that was pretty excited for this movie because I'm a pretty big Channing Tatum fan. I love him in Jump Street. So, and I thought he could have been a really good Gambit. And like they were talking about how this was going to be like a heist movie. I was like, oh, that's going to be cool. And like I love Gambit from the original X-Men cartoons from the '90s, which was awesome. But then you had like so many director troubles, and then like there was rumors that Channing Tatum wanted to direct it at one point because the merger was coming, and they were afraid that the movie was going to get canned. And lo and behold, the movie got canned, and I'm not surprised.
Well, I mean, like, they didn't say it's officially canceled. They just took it off the release date schedule.
This movie's not happening.
It may not be happening, but I guarantee you have not heard the last of Channing Tatum wanting to be Gambit.
I
We're
would
going to hear about it.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, my theory is, and this is what I want to be the case. I think when Marvel does introduce the X-Men, I think they're gonna I want them to keep Wolverine out of that, at least of that first X-Men movie. Build up like your core characters like Cyclops, because I think he's been a bitch in the movies, like a whiny bitch, in the movies. But you know, I'd want build up Cyclops and have Gambit in there, and maybe have Channing come back in that incarnation of the X-Men. But
can you imagine Channing Tatum doing a Cajun accent?
I don't know. Maybe they won't do the Cajun accent.
Well, I think people would be upset if they didn't. Like, oh, he's from New Orleans. You know, that's like a staple of his character. Like, in pretty much in every iteration of Gambit, he's had that Cajun accent. I'd want it. I'd want to see it because, like, I think it adds to his personality, like his swagger, his whole demeanor. Like, he kind of comes across as like this suave, fucking, like, just I don't know, kind of like douchebag. And I think I'm not saying Cajun people who have like that accent are douchebags, but like that accent adds to his character. Right. And I think taking that away because the actor you chose can't do it well or can't pull it off, like I just get somebody else. I don't think he can do it. I love Channing Tatum. I've been a fan of his for a while. Mm-hmm. I've been a fan of him since he was in She's the Man. I mean, let's be real. But like, I don't think.
I remember that.
I don't think. Hell yeah, dude! Amanda Bynes and all that. That's a good movie. But like, yeah, I think I love Channing Tatum, but I think that there might be a better choice out there. I don't know.
How old is Channing Tatum? Because it's gonna be a long time.
He's in his 30s. I think he's like 35.
Oh, he's not that old. I thought he was much older than that.
Let me look. Channing Tatum is Google. Wow, he's 39.
Oh yeah, then I think he's a little too old. I don't know, but Paul Rudd's pretty old. He's 50.
I was like, Channing Tatum doesn't look 30. I want to look that good when I'm 39. Damn.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, you know, I think if Channing wants to do it, I think, you know, talk to Kevin Feige, be like, yo, whenever you do your X-Men, if you need a Gambit, I'm here. It's just him waiting.
Kevin's just like, all right, yeah, sure, I'll call you.
Yeah,
walks away.
Yeah, I really hope that Doctor Doom movie is still happening though. But
man, dude, I hope so.
But R.I.P. Gambit. We knew you weren't happening, but you know this kind of solidified it for the time being. But let's go into our next topic. Avengers Endgame hit $2 billion worldwide in 11 days, which is unheard of. Like, literally, it took Infinity War, like, almost its entire theatrical run to reach $2 billion, and it was just a hair over $2 billion when everything was said and done, like, when it finished its theatrical release. Endgame made just shattered it in 11 days.
That's unheard of.
Unheard of, and we're probably never going to get anything like this ever again, at least in like a decade or so. But I have here in the notes saying, will it catch Avatar? I don't think it's a matter of will it. I think it's a matter of when will it catch Avatar.
Yeah, it's not a matter of if, it's just when now.
Mm-hmm. So do you think this could be the first movie to hit $3 billion worldwide?
3 billion? I think that might be a bit of a stretch, because right now it's at 2,260,187,456 worldwide.
The number 2, it's the second highest grossing film of all time. Wrap your head around that. That's
we're not talking about inflation here. Get out of here with that inflation.
Yeah, no, we don't care about inflation.
We don't care about going with the wind, all right? Even though that made like if you do just for the sake of conversation, just for us to mention,
if you adjust for inflation,
actually just count for inflation, that movie made like $3 billion,
3.8 billion.
In what world?
I don't know.
Gone with the wind.
It's a pretty
three.
I don't know.
I've gone to a play from Gone with the Wind. That's about it. But Jesus, no, I mean, like it's definitely gonna catch Titanic. But the thing is,
already caught Titanic.
Not Titanic. I think it's gonna catch Avatar, but it's definitely gonna need to kind of pick up the pace, because you've got Detective Pikachu that's coming out this Friday.
Right, but the reviews are pretty.
John Wick 3. You have John Wick 3 that's coming out next week, and then I think a week or two after that you have Godzilla. And
then there's Aladdin, which I think could do some damage.
Aladdin, and then I think Spider-Man.
That's July.
No, Spider-Man's July.
All right, so let me start. Detective Pikachu is getting mixed to positive reviews, and that movie seems to be more of a kids movie. So, and then with John Wick's never really had a big audience, like per se. But like I think John Wick 3 is going to do great for its budget and everything. But it's not like a $50 million movie. I don't think so, at least.
No, the second one made a pretty decent amount of money.
John Wick 2. I'm talking about like opening weekend, like
opening weekend. I think it did like 15-20. But yeah, no, John Wick 2 grossed like over 170 million.
Yeah, which I mean, it's a lot for that movie, but I don't think it's enough damage to Endgame per se. But opening,
I still think when it comes out, it's probably going to be number 1 at the box office.
Maybe,
I believe that.
Yeah, opening weekend, John Wick 2 had 30 million, so I don't think it's going to put that much of a dent into Endgame. But I think the big dent would probably be Aladdin. That'll be the first one. Because of like,
I'm not excited for that movie at all.
I might check it out. I mean,
I've never even seen the animated Aladdin. So,
okay, then
maybe that's just bad on my part, which most likely it is, but
probably. But I don't know. And then like literally the week after that is Godzilla, which I think at that point will take the number 1 spot. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be slower than expected when it beats Avatar, but I think it's gonna hit Avatar for sure.
Because I guarantee Marvel's gonna keep this film in theaters until it surpasses.
Well, here's the thing:
Titanic.
Like the summer movie season, like it's literally kicking in. Like, how long can you keep Endgame in theaters with movies like Detective Pikachu starting to take up screens, and then Aladdin taking up screens, and then John Wick, then Godzilla, then Toy Story?
Okay, here's a question, and you probably would know better than I would. What films are coming out like this summer? By summer, I mean like June to like the end of August.
So hang on, I'm going to pull up the summer 2019 releases
because I can see. Because The Dark Knight did the exact same thing. I can see a scenario where they put the movie back in theaters.
Okay, so this Friday is Pokemon, Detective Pikachu. Then the weekend after that, John Wick 3. Then the weekend after that is Aladdin. Then Godzilla. Then it's Secret Life of Pets 2, which the first one almost made $1 billion. And then Dark Phoenix that same weekend. Then it's Men in Black. Then it's Toy Story 4. Then it's Annabelle Comes Home. Then it's Spider-Man. Then The Lion King. Then Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And then
I'm so stoked for that.
I am too. Man. And then Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw. And then Dora. Dora. And then the Angry Birds 2, and then so on and so forth.
Oh yeah, then you also have Rocket Man, the
Elton John movie.
Elton John biopic that's coming out at the end of the month.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it's possible. Oh, don't forget Shaft
and Brightburn. The James Gunn. I'm excited for Brightburn, man. That trailer looked awesome.
It's a master ripoff. I'm not. No.
If you look at it as an Elseworld story, then you'd be pretty excited.
Maybe.
Yeah, it just seemed like the perfect Elseworld story.
Endgame has the potential to be the #1 grossing film of all time, but in order for that to happen this week, like in the next couple of days, it needs to do some serious damage.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna cross Avatar this week. I think it's probably gonna cross it the week after. But
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Detective Pikachu could hurt it a little bit, especially in the international market. So that could really hit a dent in the armor, I guess. But it's crazy to think a movie like this would be the #1 movie of all time. It's gonna be nuts when that happens, and it's probably going to happen.
I'm trying to think. Obviously, when did Titanic come out? 99? 98?
97.
97, yeah. Tickets were like what, $4 back then? Like $4.50, $4.60?
I have no idea. But
they really grossed $2.1 billion worldwide. Good lord.
Here's the thing: the movie market was not as saturated as it is now. So literally you probably only had also Titanic had a lot of re-releases. Same for the first Avatar. I remember there was at least a re-release for that every 6 months or something like that for a solid 3 years. But yeah, this summer alone is pretty saturated with a lot of big movies, and that's gonna hurt Endgame's chance of getting to Avatar. I still think it's gonna get to Avatar. It's just a matter of when it will hit it. But it's gonna be nuts, man. It's gonna be absolutely nuts. But
I'm stoked. Well, come on, Marvel, let's do it. Do it.
Yeah, no, we're in the spend game now. I'm gonna make sure this movie beats Avatar. I might go against.
I'm gonna do my part. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my part. But next topic. Hulu announces Ghost Rider and Hellstrom series.
Let's go with it.
Disney now owns Hulu, or I think a majority of Hulu actually, and Netflix being salty and shit, canceling Daredevil and Punisher, still kills me a little bit. But
yeah.
They got this new partnership with Hulu. So the Ghost Rider series is going to star the same dude who played Ghost Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Gabriel Luna, and it's set to be a reboot in a way, a different interpretation of Ghost Rider. So, and then Hellstrom, I don't know too much about, but I know him and Ghost Rider are in the same vein in a way, same I believe from what I learned, from what I know, Hellstrom is the son of the devil or something like that. So this just seems, and apparently these two shows are going to be leaning towards horror. So I'm excited. If these shows do well, that means a new TV universe other than the Defenders, RIP. But yeah, I'm interested. I'll be honest, I haven't seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. since episode 2 of season 1. But yeah, I think bringing back the guy who played him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., who I've heard he does what I've heard is that he does a pretty good job in the role. So I'm excited he's coming back.
Yeah. You mentioned this earlier. Yeah, Disney owns 60% of Hulu's stock,
which is a majority of Hulu.
Yeah. Gabriel Luna, he's playing the Robbie Reyes version of Ghost Rider, not the Johnny E. Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
One that we're used to. One that Nicolas Cage just absolutely made an Oscar-worthy performance in Ghost Rider. Fucking where the hell that movie was called?
I think the first one was just called Ghost Rider.
Yo, no, there is one particular. Oh yeah, Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance. There is one particular scene that I'm gonna send you once we're done here. Like you have. It is.
Wait,
the
was there
funniest thing?
Hang on, was there wait? What is Spirit of Vengeance?
The second Ghost Rider movie.
Wait, they made a second one?
Yeah.
When was this?
It's got Idris Elba in it.
Wait, what? When was this?
I think with 2009, 8. I don't know. Yeah, there was a second Ghost Rider movie.
No, wait, hang on.
Yeah.
No, there was
Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance.
Ghost. 2011.
Oh, yep. Yeah, Spirit of Vengeance, man.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Dude,
Kieran Hines was in this?
Yeah.
I
think he played like Satan or something like that.
What the hell?
Yeah, man. No, there's that movie. There's like this one part where they're like on this. They're like this one part. They're on this like a chase or whatever, and he like runs a dude over, and the camera zooms in on his face, and he just goes, "Roadkill." It's just so bad, dude.
Is it like?
Oh man.
Is it like a movie that's so bad it's good?
It depends on your definition of good. Honestly, I have appreciation for that movie just because of how dumb it is.
Like, is it like funny dumb? Like, it's like
yeah. Oh yeah. No, there's a particular scene where like Nicolas Cage just goes completely bonkers. It's hilarious.
I gotta check this out. I really did not know there was a sequel.
Yeah, dude, watch it. I don't know, get some beers or whatever, just hang out, chill. Freaking.
I might watch it today. I don't know.
Yeah, but no, yeah, I'm not a fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I did watch the episodes with his Ghost Rider in it, and they were super cool. I like the way that they did the character.
Mm-hmm.
I know nothing about, what was it, Hellfire?
Hellstrom.
Hellstrom. Yeah. I hadn't heard about whoever that is until this whole thing came out, so...
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to be in... Is it going to be two separate shows? Or
yeah,
one
it's two separate shows. Two separate shows.
Okay. Yeah, I'll watch. I'm gonna watch the Ghost Rider one, but I'll check out the Hellstrom one. Sure. It'll give me a reason to resubscribe to Hulu.
Mm-hmm. So you probably haven't seen Runaways, have you?
No.
Runaways is actually
Runaways, and I haven't seen Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger.
Like Freeform.
Freeform.
Used to be ABC Family.
Used to be ABC Family. I don't know why they changed it. But yeah,
because fuck Family. That's why.
Whatchamacallit? Yeah, I like Runaways a lot. I still have to catch up on season 2. They just renewed it for season 3 actually, so I'm pretty happy about that. But yeah, if they handle it the same way they've been handling Runaways, then make Hulu the new home of these mature Marvel shows. I'm down with that. But let's get into a topic we can hopefully talk about more into detail. What was it? On Monday, Sony, of all people, dropped the second Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, which teases the multiverse, Mysterio, and a globe-trotting adventure that sets Spider-Man something. I don't know. I'm just kind of going off on random. Josh, just what'd you think of the trailer?
Spider-Man Far From Home trailer?
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh man, I'm more excited for this movie now that I've seen Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of viewing this film as an extended epilogue for Endgame, which in a lot of ways it is, because according to the director, this is going to take place directly after Endgame. Like, I don't really think there's much of a time jump.
Right.
You still see Peter in his Iron Spider suit when he was using at the
Infinity War,
Infinity War and Endgame.
Right.
So it probably takes place like the next day.
Probably like the same week.
Same day, same week.
Yeah, like very close.
Yeah. I know some people were a little confused. It was like, all right, so like all of his like classmates got dusted, but yet they're also in high school. And I just think it's like literally they probably all got dusted, and they were just like, yeah, they're not gonna graduate in the Soul Stone. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah,
of course, they're gonna come back and do school.
Well, to be fair, like in Endgame, Spider-Man, I think Peter said like it's like as if they were gone for like 5 minutes. So like they come back and they've only like when they get dusted in that 5 year jump, to them it's only been like five minutes. So
I don't remember seeing anything about that.
I'm pretty sure that's what Peter said, and I'm sure this movie is going to touch into it as well.
I hope so. Like I want to see the ramifications of the people who got dusted and came back. Like we haven't seen that. We don't know. But like of course it's going to affect them.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're going to go into it. But
yeah. I mean it's cool that we get to talk about this now. Kind of after that whole you saw the clip that they released on Ellen, right?
Yeah, like just once. Like they mentioned like how this Earth is 616 Earth and all
yeah,
that.
this is the main. Yeah, the MCU Earth is the main continuity Earth, Earth 616, which is the same as it is in the comics. And I think the Earth that Mysterio says that he's from
It's like 82 something.
838, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently that's where Spider UK is from, which is interesting. And I saw some people say that like they think Mysterio's lying. I don't think they would add this is Earth 616 and be that specific if it wasn't the truth.
I have a theory. I think this Mysterio is telling the truth, right? But there is another Mysterio on our Earth who is the bad guy. And I don't know. Like I forgot who I was telling this theory to. It might have been like, okay. So we actually heard about this multiverse thing like a couple of days before the trailer came out. So like when I told some people in the group chat, hey, this movie might tackle the multiverse thing, and like I forgot who I was talking to. It might have been Hamed or it might have been Sean. And I said, well, if you want to use Jake Gyllenhaal perfectly, you get multiple Jake Gyllenhaals, like one from like who's from a different Earth, and then one from this Earth, so you get double Gyllenhaal.
Double the Gyllenhaal, man.
Double the Gyllenhaal.
And I'm down.
I'm a little confused, but like I'm excited to know where this direction of Mysterio is going and like where the story is going in general. Because like
I feel like I feel like dude, I'm told you I'm tired. I think the idea of having two Mysterios, one from this Earth and then the one that we've been seeing in like in trailers and promotional material and stuff is like a cool idea. But I honestly feel like it's gonna be like super cut and dry. Like he's gonna end up being the mastermind behind like the elementals, or whatever the heck you want to call them.
What if the elementals are the good guys?
They don't look like no daggum good guys to me. I mean, like I honestly think he's gonna be the one who's like pulling the strings behind the scene.
It's Mysterio. Never trust Mysterio.
Yeah, I mean, like he's a master illusionist, and he literally is been made famous by doing stuff like this. Mm-hmm. So to kind of have him do it in a live action movie, it wouldn't really surprise me. So I honestly think it's gonna be a pretty typical in regards to the villain storyline. I think it's gonna be really like pretty typical. Mm-hmm. But
I think we're just looking too hard into it, probably.
Yeah, we're probably expecting something a little bit more than that. Like, aha, surprise, it was me. Like, no, like it's probably going to be just that. Yeah. And I mean,
I'm just scared. I'm
still gonna like the movie.
Yeah. Did you like Spider-Man: Homecoming or?
I did, but like I guess like the more that actually no, I like Spider-Man: Homecoming. I do like the movie. I don't like the fact that they CG'd the suit, even though that they made a practical suit. Like that does really bother me because it's not like you can't do it. It's not like you can't like do it if you watch.
No, they like in the behind the scenes. Apparently, like they did the CG to like tighten up the suit a little bit.
See, the thing is though, is like don't do that. Like I was watching a video. It's funny you mentioned that, like about like them tightening the suit and making it seem like it's literally like a part of his body. I was watching this a video about how one of the reasons why the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit is the best live-action Spidey suit is because you get to see like the ripples and you see the like it stretch when he does acrobatic moves, and it kind of makes you feel like there's actually somebody in that suit and you're not watching a fully CG character running around. Like that whole like that fairy scene, the suit looks horrible.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it looked a little wonky, but I in general I still liked Homecoming a lot. I really love Homecoming. I'll say this on the record. It's in my top 5 MCU movies. Like, period. It's in my top 5. But yeah, I mean, I just, there was a really funny tweet that I saw. It was like John Watts clapping back for saying that Homecoming didn't have enough action. It was like, and then it like in the video was just a whole bunch of action scenes from the trailer of this movie. So I found that pretty funny.
Yeah,
But
it does look really action packed. Well,
like
I
it
know
looks, yeah, it looks completely different than Homecoming.
I know there's a particular line the the trailer that have like people, I guess, like upset, and I feel like they're reading too much into it when when Peter says like the world needs like a new Iron Man.
Oh yeah,
I don't think that literally means
he's gonna become
try to
Iron
be
Man.
the new Iron Man. Like,
yeah, no, I think he's just talking about like a defender, like in a way, like he just needs
somebody,
to
somebody to step up to the front lines and really kind of take charge and
like lead
be
a new.
responsible. I don't
Right.
know. I don't think they literally mean that Peter's gonna become the next. He's gonna be Iron Spider the entire time. Or
No.
I just think like he's gonna learn to, I don't know, be a protector in the same kind of vein as Iron Man, but still be himself. And I
Mhm.
think it's really clever. I guess, you know.
Right.
I think it's really nice for his character arc. You know, because ever since he was introduced in the MCU, he's wanted to impress Tony. He's wanted to be like him.
Mhm.
And Tony didn't want him to be like him. That was his biggest message in Homecoming. He was just
Right.
like, I don't want you to be like me. I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I made. And I don't think that now that he's dead, that they're going to go back and be like, oh yeah, no, I need to be like Iron Man because he's gone now and I need to step up. Yes, you need to step up, but you don't need to be him. You can be
Your own thing.
you can be a better hero, but
And, like,
still be yourself. So
We've seen in like the first trailer and this trailer too, like he's a little bit like when he's on vacation, he's hesitant to become Spider-Man again. Like he just wants to go on vacation. So I don't know. I'm glad Nick Fury's also in this movie. The more Nick Fury, the better. But yeah, I think this really does play like a nice epilogue to the events of that happened in Endgame in a way. So I already got my tickets for. It's really weird. Like they're not doing an opening night thing. It's just like opening day. Here you go. So I'm seeing.
Oh, they're not doing a preview night?
No, like not in my area at least.
Here, I'm about to check. I didn't even know that the tickets went on sale because I haven't seen anything about
Yeah,
it.
tickets went on
Thanks,
sale.
Marvel.
Yeah, no, literally. Wait, you said you saw the trailer, right?
Yes.
And literally at the very end, it says tickets on sale in big letters.
Oh, I think I might have just like turned it off after I saw the Spider-Man logo.
So then you missed the funny bit with Happy then.
Well, damn. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
I'm
really,
gonna check.
yeah. Happy Hogan's really. I'm glad Happy Hogan's still in this. Like, it's good seeing Jon Favreau in there still. Trying to think what else.
What the fuck? You're right.
Yeah, there was like no opening. It's really. I don't know if it's because this movie's
Wait.
opening on a Tuesday.
What? Monday? Oh, I forgot. Why does this movie open on a Tuesday?
It's because no. Here's the thing, because it's 4th of July weekend on that Friday too, and like that's a very hit or miss like weekend for movies.
That's weird.
If you remember, no, I remember looking up what was like a movie like this big that opened on a Tuesday. The very first Amazing Spider-Man opened on a Tuesday as well. Apparently. So are you seeing any Monday screenings for Far From Home?
All I see is 12:01, so no.
Yeah, it's not. I'm going on Tuesday at 7 at Dolby in the Dolby. Dolby,
Let me
which
check
Dolby's better than IMAX. I'm breaking it here. Hot take.
What's the difference?
The screen is like okay, so at least here, because like I said, I live in Deadtown, so like we do have an IMAX theater here, right? So the IMAX theater here, and this is the big complaint I have, the IMAX theater here does not have reclined seats. That's my biggest concern. Like I've been spoiled by reclining seats and on all that shit. So like and the Dolby here, there's Dolby Atmos, which I think is better than IMAX sound. Like there's a big sound difference between the two. And on the screen is just humongous compared to the IMAX screen we have here. And then there was just like a YouTube video that I saw, like how there's really only like 10 true IMAX screens in the world. And like the other IMAX screens are like fake IMAX in a way. And it's just really like pathetic. But like also the Dolby like seats at the Dolby Theater, it's not a Dolby Theater, but like it's Dolby format or whatever. Like it's like
I'm buying my tickets for Far From Home while you're
Far From
talking
Home.
right now.
But yeah, the seats that recline there in the Dolby Theater are like nice and like big and like wide and like king sized and go like way back.
King size.
Yeah, king size. Like
King size.
it's like comfort. It's like the perfect comfort. It's the perfect screen size. It's the perfect sound. Like I don't know. It's awesome. I love going to see the movies in Dolby, and it's like the Dolby Atmos sound. Like you can hear the sound above you, like on the ceiling. It's so immersive. Like IMAX. Like the last IMAX movie I saw was probably The Force Awakens, I think. And again, like they don't have reclining seats, which I've been really spoiled by.
Yeah, that's.
But
I think that's my only negative against IMAX is the fact that the seats are comfortable.
yeah, the
But
seats are fine.
they're
The
not-
seats are
they
comfortable,
don't-
but
They
recline.
don't recline,
Mhm.
and because I saw Endgame twice.
In
It's
IMAX.
3 hours of sitting up straight, and like I think the second time, like I found myself adjusting a lot because I was just like, yo, my back is kind of
Yeah.
starting to hurt a little bit. And I was like,
But also in the,
I was like, can this movie end already, please?
but also like the auditorium there is like really like the seats are nice. Like they go back a little, and like there's a nice row in that IMAX theater. Like there's like a bar, so like you just like lay your feet on top of the bar, which is kind of nice. But yeah, any chance I get to see a movie in Dolby, like seeing Endgame at the Dolby was pretty awesome too. Like just laying back, big ass, like the screen is so like I think it's double or not double like it's humongous. Like I don't think I've ever seen a movie on like that big of a screen before, and it's worth every penny. And so
I want to see now. You make me want to try to find like a Dolby theater.
Yeah,
But,
like okay, so it's not like it's just Dolby Atmos, but like the projection system, it's basically Dolby, but they don't call it Dolby. But like the blacks are like truly black, and like it's nice and bright, and like the colors are just like so like it's perfect. But like there's Dolby Atmos, and like that just it changes everything. Like with the sound above you, like it's awesome, and the bass so good too. Like any
I am a big fan of bass.
yeah, so like literally this is the perfect way to see a movie. And it's $1 cheaper than the IMAX in my town here. So I go for Dolby more than IMAX. So, you know, it's the best way to see the movie. And like I saw Endgame there. Like I try to see my movies in Dolby in that format. So like if it's in any other format, I'm like, eh. But yeah.
That's how I am with IMAX, and I'm just
Yeah.
like,
And the best part, it's a 2D screen. No 3D movies play in this Dolby thing, in this Dolby format, because like the theater that it's in, like all the other screens are normal, and then it's this one Dolby theater, like Dolby screen, and like it's extra money for that, and like yeah, I go into it. Yeah, so I like any chance I get, I go to see it. And Spider-Man: Far From Home will be the next exception. It will be the next movie I see in that format, unless something else comes up. But did you get your tickets?
oh yeah.
You just
I'm
got-
seeing it 12:40 on Tuesday.
I wish I could see it in the afternoon, but I have work. And a bunch of my like usually me and my buddies all go together, and like they're also at work, so like 7 o'clock.
One of the perks of being able to work from home. Oh
I
yeah.
hate you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, 7 p.m. like going at night's pretty fun too, like with that crowd.
I prefer to go to the movies at night.
Yeah, I do too. But here's the thing: it's just so weird how this movie doesn't have an opening night. So it's gonna be like, it's just like opening day. Here you go. It's just like kind of dumping it. Sony, whatever. I think we got one more topic left, and this is more of like a report and like I guess just mini discussion. So Warner Brothers shortlist for the casting of Batman has been revealed, but also there's been other information that's come out. The two actors that are said to be on that list that Warner Brothers they're very interested in, are Aaron Taylor Johnson and Nicholas Hoult. And also it was widely reported that the script is still being worked on. Like Reeves is going back in and still polishing the script, which is still I don't know. And that might delay the filming a little bit, but the movie is still on track to hit its release date in 2021. So, Josh, I'll let you take this. What do you think about Aaron Taylor Johnson and Nicholas Hoult? We're not saying they are going to be like it's going to be either one of them, but they are on the short list. Like they've clearly auditioned and all that.
And I'm guessing this is for the Batman
Yeah,
of Batman.
this is the role of Batman.
So the thing is I've heard something completely different. I heard that Warner Brothers is really, really interested in Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, which is also something we've heard for a while too.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like, there's the reason why he was cast in Christopher Nolan's movie because if Christopher Nolan writes off on him and gives Warner Brothers like his seal of approval, I feel like they're going to cast him. But if they don't, and they end up choosing Aaron Taylor Johnson or Nicholas Hoult, I would probably pick Aaron Taylor Johnson. I think he's
a bit more buff.
Not only that, I think. Okay, here. This is what I think. This is what's crazy. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson would do a better Batman,
but Nicholas Hoult would do a better
Bruce.
Yeah, I see that too. In a weird way. I
don't know why. I don't know.
But
why
I also think Aaron Taylor Johnson could pull off a Bruce Wayne.
Maybe.
I just don't see Nicholas Hoult as Batman. I could see him as Bruce Wayne. I just don't see him as Batman at all.
I feel like his face is just a little too thin.
Yeah, I just feel like he's like, he looks like he's 16 too.
I mean, of course you can beef up an actor, but you can't really give him a bigger head.
Yeah, I feel like out of the two, I'd want Aaron Taylor Johnson, like total kick-ass vibes too.
Yeah, for sure. No, for sure. I think he has better range as an actor.
Okay, I mean, I think Nicholas Hoult is a better actor, but I think Aaron Taylor Johnson is the better choice for Batman.
And I think he can pull off that dark demeanor. I like Aaron Taylor Johnson. I think he's a good actor.
Yeah, I loved him since Kick-Ass.
That was a good movie.
That was a really
second one sucked.
Second one was stupid, but he was still good in it. He was still good.
Me, the motherfucker. Oh God.
Yeah, he's still good. He was still good in the role.
Yeah. Yeah. I would prefer Aaron Taylor Johnson. Of course, if you how about this? Who would you rather have, Aaron Taylor Johnson or Robert Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson.
Dang it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Look, you just have the Twilight stigma in your head. This dude is a great actor. The dude.
Of course, I have the Twilight. That's like what he's known for.
I know. Well,
that's his most popular role.
I know.
Look, teen romance.
He probably took the role because he was just a child actor. Well, not child actor. He was like a teenage actor who needed some money. But he's a really good actor. He's really good.
The only good thing to come from the Twilight series is the song "Decode" by Paramore. That's the only thing that franchise ever did that's good for me.
Oh,
I love that song. But I don't know, man. I understand. If both Matt Reeves and Christopher Nolan are looking at this guy, obviously he has a little something
right
that they like, and I trust both of them as filmmakers. And I feel like they both have really good eyes for talent. So if he ends up getting cast, I won't be overly mad or overly disappointed. But at the same time, I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic because I'm I understand that I understand that the only film he hasn't only done Twilight and that he's done other stuff, but I don't know.
Look. It's the casting's coming up pretty soon. We're gonna know who it is by the end of the year, and that's
no. We'll probably know within the next month.
I don't think they'll announce it at Comic-Con because they're not gonna announce it at Comic-Con. I think they're gonna announce it before Comic-Con. I think we'll know by then.
No. They're not gonna announce it at Comic-Con and then risk getting booed off stage.
Exactly, especially if it's Robert Pattinson. They'll probably announce it at Comic-Con. That's my guess. Because
I don't think they do that. I don't think they would announce at Comic-Con.
Yeah, neither would I. Think they're gonna announce it before though, the week or two before. But I don't know. We're coming up on it real soon, and I don't know. But there's also that information that Reeves is still working on the script. He's still working on the script. And that might delay filming. Any thoughts on that?
Greatness takes time. I understand that the people want the film and they want to have it done and they want to be filming. They want to know who Batman is, but he's planning a trilogy. So I mean,
but is he we've heard that he's been polishing this script for just this movie for a very long time now. You,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at it.
I don't.
I'm actually like super. I'm chilling, dude. Like, I don't care. I'm like, dude, he's a great filmmaker. I don't think he's gonna disappoint.
I don't think
He
he's going
knows
to
that there's
either.
a lot.
But like,
There's a lot riding on this film. Like, he wants it to be the best Batman film that he can possibly make, and he's putting in the time and the effort for that. I feel like I understand. Like I said, I understand people want the film. I want it to, but like, let the man work. Let him polish the script until it's clean as shit and literally the best thing that he could ever make.
Right.
Like, let him do it.
I mean, at least there's a release date. Like that's at least we're like that. That's probably not going to change anytime soon. And it's a good release date. It's like the summer of 2021. So they got plenty of time. Excuse me. They got plenty of time.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah. Hopefully we get the like regardless whatever actor, and I feel like we talk about this every episode because there's always a new speculation on whoever the actor is going to be. Regardless who they choose, no one's going to be happy about it until they see the movie.
Yeah, the fucking internet's gonna implode.
Yeah, remember when the internet found out that Ben Affleck was going to be Batman?
Oh, dude, I was livid.
Yeah, I was part of the few people that was actually like, I dug the casting since day one.
Gilly? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, man, what a time to be on the internet when that happened.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, I mean, whoever they choose is gonna literally be living in hell in terms of the internet and social media, at least until the movie comes out.
I'm like, if you're gonna be playing Batman, you better have thick skin.
You better have literally, like, I don't know how you could deal with that. Like, Ben Affleck took so much shit, like, for years, like, because he was announced in like 3 years before the Batman vs Superman came out.
He was announced, I think, 2014 or 15. No, not 15, because the movie was
13. It's 13. 2013, and the movie came out in 2016, right?
Yep.
I'm looking it up now. Yeah, he was announced in August of 2013, and the movie came out March 25th, 2016. For 3 years straight, the man got bullied and like harassed, and like you really gotta have thick skin for taking on a role like this. It's nuts. It's nuts, and whoever they get, good luck. But that will do it for us on this.
Oh wait,
episode.
actually, real quick, I
Okay.
want to get your take on this. What is your opinion on what the Russos said about Cap always being able to lift Mjolnir, but didn't do so out of respect to Thor's ego?
I thought that was always the case, to be honest. Like,
I think it's freaking stupid.
No, I thought that was always the case. I feel like Joss Whedon said the same thing when Age of Ultron was coming out. I feel like he said the exact same thing. So like,
I don't remember him saying that at all.
Like, I'm if I remember correctly, I remember Joss Whedon saying something very similar to that. Like, and like that's what I've assumed since then. But yeah, that's like, yeah.
I don't like it.
I mean, I'm fine with it. So, because I'm like, okay, that I guess that makes sense. But yeah. But also, you know, Joe Russo, like one of the co-directors of Endgame and Infinity War and Civil War, said he wanted to do a Batman movie, but at the end of the day, who wouldn't want to direct a Batman movie?
Yeah, I mean, it's never gonna happen though.
But no, you never know, because here's the thing. Again, totally off topic. Remember, Gavin O'Connor was working on Suicide Squad for the longest time, and then when James Gunn got out of Suicide Squad, Warner Brothers like abandoned Gavin O'Connor and just brought in James Gunn.
Yeah, but they're not gonna do it to Matt Reeves. It's freaking Matt Reeves. He's already directed a banger for them.
I don't. Wait, what did Matt Reeves direct for Warner's?
Wasn't Planet of the Apes Warner Brothers?
No, that was Fox.
Shit, never mind that.
Like literally,
it's Matt Reeves though. They're not gonna dump Matt Reeves for Joe Russo.
No, I think look. Avengers Endgame is about to be the #1 film of all time. You know how much quality movies and money they've made from Marvel. If Warner Brothers gets the Russo brothers on any DC film, do you know how big of a deal that's gonna be?
Have the Russos do Green Lantern. I don't want. No, the Russos are great directors. They're solid people. But no, just like Matt Reeves has been working on this joint for 2 years now. Let the man work.
I don't know. Gavin O'Connor was working on Suicide Squad for a while and then they brought in James Gunn. But also we had heard that.
Yes. Oh yeah. But okay. But like think about it. Gavin O'Connor, James Gunn. Matt Reeves or the Russo brothers?
I think if I were Warner Brothers, I'm not saying this is gonna happen. If I were Warner Brothers, bye bye Matt Reeves. I think if I were Warner Brothers, 100% yes.
No,
I'm sorry. If I was Warner Brothers,
wholeheartedly disagree.
No, because you got to think from a business standpoint alone. Bye bye Matt Reeves. I think from a business standpoint alone, if the Russo brothers, well, they're not going to take it regardless. They're working on another movie right now, actually. But this is all hypothetical here.
Well, they said they don't have any Marvel movies planned.
Yeah, they're not doing Marvel, but they're working on another movie. Like they're filming it this summer, starring Tom Holland, and they're directing it in the summer. Like they're filming it this summer. But look, if the Russos say, "Hey, we want to do Batman," bye bye Matt Reeves. I think from Warner Brothers would be the people to do that.
I feel like that'd be messed up.
But the thing is, though, the Gavin O'Connor and the James Gunn situation was different because, I at least I had heard before the whole James Gunn drama even happened, that even before Comic-Con, literally days before Comic-Con, right?
Mm-hmm. I
had heard that Gavin O'Connor actually had left the Suicide Squad movie. But I don't think that's public knowledge. So I don't know if that was...
So, I mean, well, damn.
Yeah, so maybe that's why they swooped in James Gunn right then and there. But that's what I heard, that literally days before Comic-Con, Gavin O'Connor, literally Warner Brothers and Gavin O'Connor could not agree on what they wanted for Suicide Squad, so Gavin left. But he's still getting credited as a writer on the movie. So maybe that's the situation here. That was the situation between something like a Batman and a Suicide Squad. But the whole Batman thing is just a hypothetical scenario, whereas the Suicide Squad thing is completely different. But
yeah, I still wouldn't choose the Russos over Matt Reeves. Because then you damage the relationship that you have with Matt Reeves that you've grown. You've given him full creative control over this project, and then you're gonna.
But at the end of the day, it's all about business. And what have the Russo brothers done for Marvel? Literally,
if that's the case, then put them on another character.
Maybe
put them on another franchise.
I would love
like Green Lantern.
I would love them actually to do a Justice League movie, on the scales and was stakes of Endgame and Infinity War.
Don't tease me like that.
That would be awesome.
Don't do that to me.
Don't give me hope. With Darkseid, just call it Darkseid, just Justice League Darkseid. Darkseid's the main character or something like that. I don't know, man. Oof. I know the Russo brothers deserve a little bit of a break, literally giving out 4 films from Marvel, 4 of the best, including Civil War. Marvel movies to date, back to back to back to back. They deserve a break for at least 10 years. But if they want to do a Batman movie, again, bye bye Matt Reeves.
You're horrible.
I'm
gonna call you out in the group chat when we're done.
Yeah, hey, do it, man. Look, Matt Reeves is a talented director, but at the end of the day, it's all about business. It's all for the money. It's not about the art. It's about the money.
But it should be about the art, and that's the problem.
But here's the thing. Sure, the Russo brothers are different than Matt Reeves, but I'm sure, regardless, the Russo brothers could turn in a pretty good Batman movie, too.
We've seen what happens when Marvel directors take Batman and they use him in film, so I don't.
Well, we're about to see what a Marvel director does to the Suicide Squad.
See, but the thing is, the Suicide Squad, that, it's made for that wacky, just bonkers, kind of
True.
Out of the box, humor and stuff like that. Batman is, and the Russos are comedy directors,
But keep in mind, The Winter Soldier is not a very comedic movie.
I am aware of that, but I still, like I said, I've seen what happens when a Marvel director touches Batman, and it is literally George Clooney level
violated. Batman just feels violated.
Yeah, no, I will happily pass.
So here's the thing: Matt Reeves has spent 80 years developing this one Batman movie. How long do you think it's going to take for him to develop a sequel?
It's actually been that long. Why do people think it's been that long that he's been developing this movie?
Like, here's the thing. The
only reason why we even know that there's stuff going on is because people keep putting out new reports like, oh, he's still working on it. He's still working on it. He's still working on it. Just leave the man alone and let him work.
Here's the thing. Going back into the Russo brothers thing. The Russo brothers spent only 2 years developing both Infinity War and Endgame. Only 2 years. Matt Reeves.
They started development on Infinity War when they started developing Civil War.
No, they didn't. Well, I mean, when was that? 2015 or 16?
2015.
Okay, so yeah, 2 years between when they were developing it and then filming. 2 years have passed between Matt Reeves announced and he's still writing it.
Hey man, the greatest takes time. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm not poo-pooing Matt Reeves. I'm really excited for what he's doing with Batman, but it is what it is. Like, it's still gonna be a while before we get a second one. Between the first and the second movie, it's gonna be another 80 years.
Well, how do you know he's not literally writing all 3 scripts?
I mean, that could be it too. Again, we don't know. Like, maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's plotting out a trilogy and just working out the story of all 3, but really focusing on this one. I don't know. That's a good call. That's a pretty good call. Sure.
Bow.
Yeah. But we'll know for sure. Hopefully soon. Maybe by next episode we'll know who our Batman is. I don't think so. I don't know why I teased it like that, but it is what it is. And who knows. But that will do it for us today on the ABNC show. Josh, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter at really sharp. That is sharp with an E. As I play my last name. Yes, I know it's lame. Whatever.
It's not that lame.
You can also I feel like I'm gonna change it sometime. You can also find me on Instagram at DCU News. Make sure you check out the MediaByte.com for articles on the latest news and stuff, and you don't have to worry about clickbait and all that other bad.
We also have a trailer breakdown on the latest Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. Be sure to check that out. I'll put the links in the description.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, I think Josh, you're the runner of the site.
Bro, I didn't know that, man. Sometimes I'll be writing stuff and I'm like, oh, hey, look, that looks cool. I trust you guys.
I'm pretty sure John put that up, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm about to check the site right now because I actually did not know.
Yeah, there it is. Spider-Man Far From Home trailer 2 breakout from John Loop.
Oh, look at that. Hey.
So we have a trailer breakdown on the MediaByte. I'll put the link in the description. You could find me on social media, Twitter and Instagram, Pakibruh, Pakibruh, bruh. And any final comments, concerns, Josh?
I'm tired. Let's end this.
Yeah, I'm about to take a nap.
Yeah, same here, bro. Take a fat nap at 3:00 in the afternoon.
I might upload this episode today or tomorrow, depending on how I feel. Let's see how long it takes Sean to do the thumbnail, but let's fingers crossed today. But that'll do it, and until next time, peace.
Deuces.